Hi, my name is Susana Salamanca. I'm a CBT therapist who specializes in emotional liberation and horse-assisted therapy. At the beginning of this year, a group of women made me the proposition of creating a program to help women who have suffered any type of domestic violence. And so we did. What we didn't expect, though, was that the program was going to grow so quickly that in less than 2 months we were going to put women on a waiting list because we ran out of resources, financial resources. What this tells us is that the program is very much needed, but that we need to work even harder to get the financial support we need. 62 million of women in Europe have suffered domestic violence. There is no country in the world where the society is not affected by this terrible situation. Children who have suffered or witnessed domestic violence could become either victims or perpetrators in the future. It is a fact that many of the women who are suffering domestic violence from their partners experienced abuse during childhood as well. And it's very easy to judge. We all have heard someone, or maybe we have thought about it ourselves, that these women are looking for trouble, they always get attracted by the same type of men, and that kind of thing. And yes, in some cases, it could be true. But what we need to understand is that when they were children, the abusive behavior they were experiencing was the only attention they would get from their carers. So they learned that it was okay to be treated in such a way. And it got to a point where they looked for it. And that's what they're doing. They're looking for the attention they deserve, even if it's the wrong type of attention. So yes, maybe they don't know any better. And until they deal with it, improve their self-esteem, and break their own patterns, the problem will repeat itself over and over again. Because they rarely receive help to deal with that type of emotional damage. There are protocols in every Western country when a woman reports her partner for abusive behavior. They normally get help to get out of the situation. They are put in a safe place for them and for their children, but not them, not their children, receive the appropriate therapy to deal with the emotional damage. So it's just a matter of time that they'll find themselves in the same situation again. And that's why I think this program is so important. The goals of the program are to create a safe space where these women feel understood and not judged. This is paramount because, as hard as it seems, there is a taboo around domestic violence. And we all know that many women don't even report the problem. So it's really important that they feel safe to share their experience. To help them face anxiety, fear, anger, guilt, and other limiting beliefs. We all have felt those emotions at some point in our lives. Many of us deal with them on a daily basis. The difference when you have had a loving home is that you have more resources to deal with them. And abused women need to learn healthy social skills before even facing their own emotions. To integrate shame and social exclusion feelings. We want them to feel okay about their experiences, about what happened to them, to feel accepted and supported by the community, but more importantly, by themselves. And in the same way, we don't want them to fall for the blaming. And that's why we want them to learn to take responsibility for their actions and decisions. This is a very important one because after being accepted and supported, they also need to know that they're the ultimate responsible to break those patterns and get on with their lives and the lives of their children, and to develop their personal identity and independence. For obvious reasons, because that is the only way they're going to be able to live a normal and a healthy life. As you know, this program is built around horse-assisted therapy, and I think it's the best approach we could offer to these women because horses are a source of physical contact. Abused women tend to disconnect from their own bodies, and the horses, in a very subtle way, help them to connect again and to feel the warmth of another living being. Research shows that horses reduce stress and blood pressure, which during therapy is really helpful, as instead of working with a person who is always defensive and about to be triggered, we'll work with them in a more relaxed environment. They facilitate the social skills they need. Horses are very much like humans in that they're social animals. They have defined roles within the herd, they have distinct personalities, attitudes, and moods. In other words, they provide vast opportunities for metaphorical learning. Using metaphors is an effective technique when working with even the most challenging individuals or groups. They offer a natural opportunity to overcome fear and to develop confidence. The size and the power of the horse are naturally intimidating. So, accomplishing any task involving the animal, in spite those fears, creates confidence and provides wonderful metaphors when dealing with other intimidating and challenging situations in life. To enhance self-esteem and confidence in oneself and others. Horses require work. In an era when instant gratification and the easy way are the norm, horses require people to be engaged in physical and mental work to be successful, a valuable characteristic in all aspects of life. And research also shows that horses promote responsibility, assertiveness, communication, and healthy relationships. Skills, all of them very much needed in this type of population. As I said at the beginning, the program hasn't stopped growing since the day it started. At the moment, we're helping 5 brave women from 3 different nationalities and with a hell of a story behind them. They're getting an individual session every week, and we're having very positive results with all of them. However, in order to grow and to keep this level of professionalism, we need all the financial support we can get. So please, any contribution, as big or as small as you could think it is, it will make a difference and it will be really appreciated. Thank you for your time and for your support. Thank you.